Whoop, whoop, ladies, welcome everyone to our coaching info chat session. It is November 15th, 2022.
Or the 17th.
17th. Oh, sweet mother. Y'all, it's been a long week. Sick kids. Today was, okay, we're recording now, so I won't go into details, but this afternoon was slightly traumatizing with my 3 children. So I thought it would be fun. We could each just spend a couple of minutes sharing a little bit about our story and what we love about coaching. And then we can address the handful of questions at the end.
Sounds good.
Who wants to go first?
Why don't you take it away, Leah?
Okay. Okay. So my name's Leah O'Mara. Megan Evilton is my sponsor. I have been a coach for, it'll be 2 years in December. And that's just kind of wild to say. So how I got started was very basic and boring. I just wanted to get results for a change. I had tried different things since college, in reality, and was just not getting all the pieces together. And so I saw Megan talking about how coaching ups your accountability game, and that's how so many people get results. So I did that. I got results like within the first few weeks. I felt like a new person. But I had no idea that the accountability would translate to other areas of my life, like my mom, like me being a mom, a wife, our business. Over the last 2 years of coaching, my life has completely done a 180. It's been absolutely incredible, the accountability that it gives you in all aspects of your life. So that's probably my favorite thing. But what's kept me going is helping other people, is knowing that, I had a couple people in my life who I tried so hard to help, and it didn't matter. But I thought maybe there's people out there that do want help, right? There's people that I can help and I can share this incredible gift with. And so I've showed up consistently over those last 2 years. And I will say one of those 2 people has changed their nutrition completely. So I'm incredibly thankful because it's my mom, and she's going to be around longer because of it. And so, yeah, she's stubborn, and she wouldn't let me be her coach because she's my mother. Right. But she made so many great choices, and she's doing great. So, that's just a totally dumbed down version of my story. There's so much that's happened over the last 2 years, but I'm thankful for it. I love it. I've made the bestest group of friends here, especially in these 2 ladies. So who's next? Melissa, Brooke?
I'll go. I couldn't find the mute button before. Okay, so can you guys hear me okay? Okay, let me know if I do the freezing thing, but I think it should be okay. My name is Melissa McQueenie. I spoke a little bit in the group earlier about my beginnings as a coach, but all of us come from very different backgrounds, different places in the world. And what brings us together is this love for helping people and this community. And so I'm wearing, so let me explain what I'm wearing, because this looks ridiculous. Like, what are you wearing over there? And I am like overheating now because whenever I talk, I get hot. So I think I need to lose it in a second, but we earned things from coaching. And that's one of the things that sort of like blew my mind in the beginning is you earn prizes, you earn trips, you are recognized in ways that I had never been recognized by a boss or a company before. And like, this is so unnecessary. Like, you would open your mail and be like, why would I need this? But you just do. You need it. You want it. It's this giant, like, comfy blanket for the winter. And my husband's laughing at me, but seriously, like, when you complete your first program, you submit your results and they send you a t-shirt and you're like, oh my God, I just got this t-shirt. And it just like the t-shirts that I've earned from my programs, they mean something to me because I earned those. And like, I earned this. My hard work gave me this in addition to an extra income for my family and trips, which we just got back from our team's leadership retreat in Nashville this past weekend, which was amazing. And we have multiple trips that you can earn within a year. One of them is the Success Club trip, which basically you help 3 people every single month and you get to treat your family, if you choose, or yourself, or just your spouse or whoever you want, to a vacation. And, you know, I took my family for the last time in March, and it was amazing to have them walk through this room in this resort, this beautiful resort that I earned for them, that I did. And I never got that in another job. It just feels so good to not only help bring in income for the family, but to earn trips and earn Snuggies and all of the community that just fills my whole soul. Look at Brooke has her Shakeology Snuggie. That was a prize from a different year. And it's just exciting. Like ever since I started coaching, you know, there's fun things that come in the mail all the time. And I'm like, that's so cool. It's just so cool to be recognized for hard work. And really the work that we do is so fulfilling by itself. We're helping people change their lives. We're helping people, you know, feel stronger, feel more confident, you know, get a control of what they're putting in their mouth, or just some understanding of what they're putting in their mouth. And there's nothing better than coaching. There's nothing better than coaching. So, Brooke, let's toss it over to you.
All right. Did you see how I caught it? All right. So I'm Brooke, and I came into coaching because my husband and I were high school sweethearts. We were 3 sport athletes, captains, you know, went on to play. My dog's gonna bark. Went on to play sports in college, and it was like our whole entire lives. And then, you know, as we were married and had kids, we just got a little chunkier and a little chunkier, and our lives got a little crazier and crazier. And, you know, we were getting takeout every single night, like just trying to survive. We both, you know, work full time, and our kids are all involved in all the things. Cyclone of activity, that's me. And so it got to be, I mean, we were gradually gaining weight until we were like really overweight for ourselves. And, you know, we just kept saying we're going to do something. And, you know, I've done Weight Watchers for years, and, you know, I would lose 30 pounds and then gain 30 pounds and then join the following fall and do the same thing. And it was just like this cycle, yo-yo cycle. And so finally, you know, I have a friend who is my sponsor, Lori. She's a teacher that I work with, and I knew she was doing Beachbody and she had shared about it, but she's also like an amazing meal prep queen, and she would post these like amazing spreads that she did on Sundays. And I was like, wow, that's amazing, but I just can't, because I'm at soccer and then basketball and, you know, church and all the things. And so I just like looked at that and thought like, oh, if I could do that, that would be cool, but I can't. And then actually my brother had lost like a good chunk of weight, and he was saying, oh, it's from 21 Day Fix. And, you know, he sort of told us what he did, and I knew he was not doing this elaborate meal prep. And he was, you know, just like, I bring a bag of this to eat, and I eat cottage cheese at this point of, you know, and I was like, oh, I could do that. You know, I could bring a salad. And then, so it just kind of made it like real for us. And my friend Lori just happened to share this 3-day refresh thing. And I was like, let's do it. And so we jumped in, and I am super like team oriented, like totally competitive, but, you know, like I said, I grew up on sports. And so when I joined this community, you know, I was in my coach's challenge group, and I was loving it. Like every day, you know, I was posting my sweaty selfie and, you know, commenting on what I did. And I remember like, you know, after my first round of, we did, my husband and I, 5 rounds of 21 Day Fix between the regular and extreme. And after like the first round, my coach was like, oh, would you share your results? And I was like, oh, no way. And then, and I did have results, but by the second time, like my confidence was growing. And like after the second round, she's like, will you share your results? And I remember like I wanted to puke, but I did. And like it was amazing, like to see the comments that the people, people I don't know, I have no idea who they are, and some people that I know that I work with. And I was just like, oh my gosh, wow. Like, because I was so embarrassed to show like what I looked like before. And, I was still definitely, I mean, I'm still a work in progress, but this was early on. And so, but once I did that, I just like, it made me feel so good, that these people were like recognizing that, the hard work that we had put into it. And so, Lori had talked to me about at the time you could sign up as a discount coach. And so, I did that because I love the products, and, I definitely wanted to save on them. And Sean was, we were getting Shakeology only at the time, and we were getting 2 bags. So we were like, yeah, we definitely want to save money on that. And then, Lori had mentioned like her coach, who was Megan Ewaldson, was doing a coach sneak peek, and I went on, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to watch. And I did. And it was amazing to me to hear like these girls share their stories and, share about what it had done for their lives. And there was a girl on our team, Brooke Anderson, who was, a teacher, and she was saying how she was able to stay home with her kids. And I was like, oh, that I think that was really like what hooked me. And so people in our lives were noticing that Sean and I had both lost a good chunk of weight. And I think I posted our results in this group, so you may have seen them. But people were definitely noticing because we looked different, and we definitely felt different. We were acting differently, and they were just signing up, like going online and signing up. And then we were helping them. And I was like, wait a minute, I feel like this is what coaching is like, So I decided to like just go for it. And that was in, I think, July of 2020 when I officially became a coach. I had signed up in April as a discount coach. And I officially started working in July. And ever since then, I have been all in. I'm still a teacher. I still work full time. And, I'm still just beginning to grow my team, but I know that I can, and I'm really excited about it. And I want to take people with me, like I saw both Melissa and Leah bring people to Summit this summer, which was like our, what is it, our annual conference, and to learn all the things. And it was a blast. But when I saw these girls, like we were all sharing hotel rooms and stuff, and they brought their girls, I was like, yes, this is what it's all about. And I'm totally looking forward to doing that next year. And so that's why we're here. We're here to talk to you guys about coaching and answer any questions that you may have, and just show you that all things are possible. And one other huge thing that I can't go without mentioning is like this coaching community team. Like I, have never met Leah before. I think, where did we meet Leah? In Nashville the first time, I think. And it's like you meet these people and you're like, I was terrified to go. And I knew Melissa, like we were, friends through friends, but we hadn't seen each other in forever. And I was just saying like, I'm not gonna, latch onto her and hold her leg the whole time. Like I'm gonna be brave. And then I got there and everyone's like, Brooke, like, I was long lost cousins, and everybody is greeted that way. And we just all, became fast friends. And it's the same way, like every time we reunite at the next event, and we don't all live nearby each other, so it's not all that frequently, but when we see each other, it's like no time has passed. We see each other all the time virtually, but and then when we leave, it's like, last Sunday we were all leaving Nashville, and like, I was saying I had the Saturday night, I had the Sunday scaries, like I was just getting sad about leaving everybody again. But there is like a huge piece of this for me is this community and these friends that I've made, through this company. And I'm in it for the long haul.
Isn't it so cool too? Like, I feel sometimes when like you look into it, like, oh, well, this is like an established group of friends already. And sure it is, but there are new faces each time. And then there are people that are not there for certain trips, and then they come back, and it's like, you just are wrapped around with love. I hate to be so cheesy, but it's true. And it doesn't matter, if you can't come to some trip, it's not like you're, of course it's sad to miss out, but everyone, we're always welcoming new friends and welcoming old friends back. And it's just so nice. And I wanted to mention one other thing. Oh, sorry. Go.
No. Go ahead.
Are you sure? It's off topic. If yours is more on topic, I want you to do it.
Well, I was just going to add like really positive, happy people, like a ton of those people, like at Summit, you never meet so many happy people in one place. And the energy that you get from getting together with these people a few times a year as a coach, you get to get together a little more because it's part of your job. You get to be filled with that energy. Sorry, go ahead.
I love that. And the energy is like nothing you've ever felt. The first time I went to Summit, our yearly conference, I was like blown away. I mean, it's people who are kind and fun and supportive and just want to see you succeed. It's not like a competition. It's like, how can we do this? And, you can do this. If anybody can do this, everyone can do this. I said that wrong, but what I wanted to say is one of the most powerful things that I found at a live event pretty early on, I was listening to Brooke talk about like what inspired her. And something that was really inspiring to me was we have quarterly events that are local to us. And at this particular event, they always show like videos of like fitness success stories and coaching success stories. And this one was a success story, but what it was showcasing was, so part of our daily behaviors as a coach is to take care of ourselves, obviously our fitness, our nutrition, and listening and reading personal development. And that can be audiobooks, it can be reading a book, it can be podcasts. But what they talked about in this success story was somebody who had paid off all of her debt. They were showcasing a coach that had paid off all her debt. And usually in these stories, at least back in the day, this would be because of a coach's income. Like a coach brought in enough income to pay off her debt, but she didn't pay off her debt because of coaching income. She paid off her debt because she worked so hard on her personal development around her money mindset and learning about how to save money and pay off her debt. So because of coaching, she was able to do that. And I'm like, that's so amazing. It's not just like I came in and I, went to the top and made $1 million. It's like this coaching opportunity helped her to do that simply by the personal development requirement of coaching. Like that is amazing to me. Like when we look at how much our lives have changed through coaching, our marriages, like Leah said, like her job as a mom, it's all because of this work we're doing internally. So, what is Bob Heilig say? It's a compensation. It's a I can't remember. I'm messing up all my quotes tonight, but basically it's like this opportunity for growth and this chance to earn an income. It's you're signing up to grow. And also as a side note, you earn an income by doing it.
Yeah. So
We forgot to say it. Oh, sorry, Leah.
oh no, what was it? Oh, the income.
No, just like what she was saying about, what personal development has done for me and what, like this whole company has done for me as far as like confidence and my marriage. Like I mentioned that Sean and I have been together since 1996, like since we were going into our senior year of high school. But like it has totally changed our marriage because, like we have this time together every morning, that's like our time when our kids are still sleeping. And it's like our only time, like together all day. And we didn't have that. And it's just like, made our relationship even stronger. And I love that.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to like build on that. So with coaching, you get a step-by-step checklist from Beachbody and from us, from your sponsor. Like we all have onboarding trainings, weekly trainings, team calls to help you succeed as a coach. But those trainings apply to every aspect of your life. So I was very unaware when I started doing the tasks that it takes to be a successful coach, that it would affect my own business that way. So 1,000%, like we still have a farm. I have a business that I will always do, but I will never stop coaching because of what it does for my accountability all around. So yeah, the tools are given to you, the trainings we have on a regular basis. It's all like laid out to you on a silver platter. And so I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that, like, we're here for each other. We support each other. We run groups together. We're doing this together. You're never alone. Everyone's always welcome. So yeah, that was kind of my main thing I want. What else do we need to hit, Brooke?
Well, one thing, feeding off of what you were saying, is that like when I went on that first trip to Nashville, I was like pleasantly surprised that even though we were all like running our own team, you know, we're all within this one team, but we are each like trying to start our own team. Everybody totally helps each other. You know, it's not like we're like, well, I'm not going to tell them, you know, because I don't want them to get the points. Like, it's like
No competition.
not at all. Like, not at
Within.
all. And we're so happy for each other. You know, like before we got on this, I was like, Leah, wow, your reel has like 1 billion views. You know, like, we're always like cheering for each other. And, you know, like when you're having like trouble with your girlfriends at home, you know, whatever, like, you know, we have each other that we can just like vent to during the day. Like, you know, it all comes back to that community. But another part of it is, for coaches, is the accountability. Like, you know, we always say that coaching is the ultimate accountability because, you know, like part of our job is to be what they call proof of the product. To like, you know, yes, this program works and because it's working for me. And that doesn't mean like a number of pounds that you've lost, but it just like, it's the whole picture. It's like the mindset, it's the personal development, it's the, you know, are you getting stronger? Is your confidence growing? And, you know, you can be held accountable in various ways, but like for me, it was through a challenge group. And, you know, it was just like, nobody was saying, where are you and why, you know, like in a negative way, like you didn't work out today. But, you know, if I didn't show up after a few days, people would check in on me. Are you okay? Like, we miss you. Is everything, you know, and that just makes you feel good. You know, you're down with the flu and you're like, oh, they miss me, you know? So, that for me is a big piece too, that accountability.
So accountability, proof the product works, personal development. We already touched on that. And then one of the other major components of what we do as coaches, we run the groups, we support each other, we support our challengers, answer questions, all that jazz. But the last, like the main step is making new friends and sharing our journey. So being a proof the product works and sharing that with others. At its most basic core, you are saying, I love this. Do you want to love this with me? And you go out on social media and you just make friends. There's no agenda at the beginning. Like you're literally just making friends and connecting with people, which we'll deep dive into all the ways to find your people. And then when you find your people and you're having conversations about horses, in my case, or whatever, and they're seeing you work out in your stories and they're seeing you be a proof of the product, you organically can invite people to do this with you. It's not a spammy, you know, we don't spam inboxes. We don't want to be those people. But we will help train you on how to organically build a team, build a business, you know, help other people. And lately, my biggest thing is, you want to make money, you want to help people. Well, when you're helping people, you're making money. And when you're making money, you're helping people. And it is the most beautiful gift that I can give to another person, is to be a coach and do the same thing. Like, why the heck not? Can we not do good and have purpose and earn an income? Mic drop.
Amen. Yeah. And like the fourth piece of, what we do as coaches is that we get people results, and that's totally related, right? Like it's our job to help people get results. And so just as you're saying, Leah, like as we're helping you, you're growing your confidence, and like your life is improving and your relationships are improving, and it's a win for everybody. It's totally not like a gross feeling icky salesy thing at all. And as you proceed on your journey, people come to you and they're like, hey, I saw, like what are you doing, tell me about it. And then out of the blue somebody will message you and just be like, I need that help. And so especially in the beginning for me, people were coming to me and saying like what you're doing, and that makes it a little bit of a smoother transition in the beginning.
Yeah. So any questions? Anybody? Melissa, welcome. I'm so glad you could make it. Girlfriend.
I'm probably the rare bird that is just waiting out Beachbody's policies to rejoin.
6 months.
How much longer do you have?
December 22nd, not that I'm counting days or anything. I like mark the freaking thing on the calendar. And a whole bunch of my former customers will be coming back. My thing was, and like anybody that's listening, just understand this was my situation. I got on with a girlfriend of mine, and then she had some major life surgery things in that. And then she stopped coaching, and that upline was so large that I didn't exist. And so I didn't get the training and all the things. I've seen plenty of people. I know plenty of other Beachbody coaches that have. And then Elena and I were trying to kind of rock the thing on our own and figure it out. And she was like, this is way too much work. We shouldn't have to be working this hard. And I was like, yeah, but I have a team. So if I like jump ship, then everybody under me rolls up under that same mess. So she went shopping.
And she found us.
Yeah. And she was like, I found these girls. And I'm like, okay, well, like, and she was like, I'm going to fill them out for a bit. And then she was like, I love them. So then I was like, okay. And then I tried like Beachbody's policies, you have to stop coaching for like 6 months or whatever. And I tried dropping just to preferred customer. And I will say that all of those years of being a 365 customer really helped. I had 5 bags of Shako still sitting in my closet that weren't going to expire. So I was like, all right, fine. Like the only thing I've been living on is my BOD that was still running. So
There you go.
December 22nd is sign on.
No, well, good. Do you have any questions like for us as far as, I don't know, because you already know the business, you're kind of in a unique position.
The only thing that I'm curious about is how rank advancement has changed, because I got out right after they did the preferred customer whole hullabaloo.
Yeah.
So that
It hasn't really changed. It's made it easier. Adding a preferred customer option, I think, has made it easier to help people get a discount and have like one toe in and not feel overwhelmed by just the term coach and having to give their social security number. So it's been a great option, a great add-on. If anything, it might slow, I don't know. They say it slows your business growth down because you're signing up preferred customers instead of coaches, that preferred customers can't earn money. But outside of that, which, I'm not worried about that. Like, I just want people to like get in and get results. And I'm not worried about the business growth.
and how I always told my people was, and especially now with the fact that you just roll down to a preferred customer after so long, what's the point of not trying, like signing up and getting your girlfriends and seeing if you make a little income? And then 6 months, if you just are like, I'm not making any income, I don't really want to work it, you pop to preferred customer, no harm, no foul.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
I love that's genius.
Genius. And it sounds like you will be, am I muted? No. It sounds like you will be a fantastic addition on our team calls and all that stuff. And actually, as a preferred customer, you can already, I need to make sure we talk with Elena. We'll make sure you're in our team page, because even as a preferred customer, you can still be part of everything except the earning the money part.
I had to drop everything. I couldn't even be preferred customer. I had to drop all the way down.
Oh.
So I'm flying on BOD until December 22nd.
It's so soon.
I know.
So soon. And then you'll be able to join Body, which is Bond Interactive, which has been amazing. So, well, good.
I have
Brooke,
another girlfriend of mine that we're like, it's our Christmas present. I'm signing up, I'm getting her coach change done, and then bam, we're off.
oh, perfect. Oh, I'm so excited for you, Melissa. I'm glad you came tonight too. Brooke and Melissa McQueenie, do we need to cover anything else? Were there any other questions that we didn't
I think that was fab.
go team?
Snaps
All right, I'm gonna stop the recording. How do you do this? Yeah.